Hey, you up? Good morning, dear. No, I know. I know you don't like to be woken up. But I have some news that I think you're going to want to hear. I'll tell you to sit down, but considering that you're already in bed. No. It's not about that. I just got the call. Yes. The call. We got the clear to head back home. Whoa, just slow down. Just listen for a second, alright? He was. Or I guess I should say they were. It wasn't one guy like we initially thought, it was a group. They had a man on the inside that they used to keep tabs on you. He was a butler. Flew under the radar for the most part, but apparently there was a slip-up last week. He got too nosy. Do you remember the first night that we spent together? How we almost got caught? Someone knocked on the door to check in on you. Well, that was him. They knew that your disappearance wasn't their own work, so they were doing everything they could to try and find out what happened. Now, this is why I had to keep everything so secretive. If we had told your parents, or non-essentials, our safe house would have been good as compromise right now. I've no word on their motives just yet, but I imagine we'll have all our answers soon enough. I have our flight scheduled out of this place set for tomorrow. You can go back to sleep if you like. But after that, though, you'll have to start packing. We're really going home. I'm not sure what will happen. I did say that. Truthfully, I don't know how they'll react. You need to remember that they haven't heard from you in months. Everyone's assumed the worst at this point, that you're dead. Seeing you is, well, it's going to be quite the shock. And we both know how your father is. As good as our professional relationship is, I wouldn't count on him being too understanding. Dear, you don't mean that. We can't stay here. That's just not an option. Are you serious? Because there's nothing here for you. You have a life back home, friends and family who love you and miss you. I do. I do love you. You know that. I can't let you do that. It might be what you want at the moment, but it's not what's best for your future. I am listening. You know what staying here means, don't you? You won't see any of your old life again. Not just your friends and family, but none of the money, none of the luxuries. Is that really something you want to commit to? I wouldn't be able to stay here with you all the time. I'd have to get a job to support us. We can't keep living off the royal money if we have no intention of going back, dear. It doesn't work like that. As soon as my men back home caught wind of our little plan, they'd cut us off. It'd be too risky. I know that you don't handle the stress of royal life particularly well. It's a skill like anything else, though. Things would get better. I don't think that's a good excuse not to go home. Running from your problems, it doesn't help anything. Now please don't be upset. You know that isn't my goal. Okay. Well, why don't you get back into bed and get some more sleep? I think it'll make you feel better. We can talk about it more if you want. But dear, my answer isn't going to change. We're leaving tomorrow. I'm sorry. I know that's not what you want to hear. Well, I'm going to start packing my stuff. Come knock on my door when you're up again. Yeah? Thank you. Can I come in? Well, you look well rested. You feeling any better? Save it. I know you've been up for some time now. The walls here are thin. I can hear you walking around. You don't have to be sorry about it, but you do need to get up and start packing. It's time. Now, I can understand that you're upset, and that's perfectly okay. But my patience is only going to last so long if you keep acting like this. You're being childish. That's not going to help anything. What I need you to do right now is to face reality and go pack your things. I can't have this argument with you right now. Dear, stop it. Right now. Well, you think that's magically going to fix everything? It's not. What's going to happen after, We're going to get right back into this conversation. I already told you. I'm not angry. I'm just... Okay, you know what? I am angry. I've tried so hard to be accommodating and understanding. I've done everything I can to protect you, and every step of the way it feels like you've been actively working against me. This plan has been my entire life for months. You have no idea the strings I had to pull to make this happen, everything I had to give up. Well, you know, not everything is about you. I have people at home that I care about, that I want to see. Stop telling me to do that. This is a serious conversation. No, I'm serious. Not right. Dear. I don't need the stress. Relief. I just need you to listen. That's not fair, dear. Move your hands. I'm serious. We need... Why do you do this to me? Oh, you always were good with your hands. Oh, well, maybe you're right. Maybe I do need stress relief. Coordinating all this hasn't been easy, you know. Well, I do like to remind you, it's important that you don't forget it. Ah, but look at me. Just because we're doing this doesn't mean I'm going to forget about the conversation we were having. Okay? Okay. Now let's get this shirt off you. You really want me to take my frustrations out on you? Huh? Well, if you want it rough, dear, all you have to do is ask. We don't need to play silly games like that.